In Section 5, we will review AWS account and organization management. Before we dive deep into this section, let's begin with an example to help us understand. Now imagine you are the IT leader for Facebook. You're running your Facebook application in one of the AWS regions within one of its availability zones. For the Facebook application, you will have external users, you will have internal users, applications that can be considered as users, or AWS services that can be considered as users. How do we provide each user access to the application? External users are simple. Simply allow them to log in with a login of their choice. Internal users can develop applications and launch them into the AWS servers. They need access to the AWS servers and services. Since applications and servers basically execute code, you can provide them access to your AWS environment as well. To complicate things further, you can have internal users, applications, and AWS services be considered as external users as well, but that's outside of this course. For the rest of the lectures, we will focus on internal users, and sometimes we will bring up how applications and AWS services can get access though. How do you gain access to the AWS regions, servers, and services? Like Facebook, you just sign up for it on the AWS application webpage. You, as the IT leader, will have the responsibility to create your organization's account in AWS. From there, you must secure the account, organize it, provide internal teams permissions, and many other responsibilities. AWS has services for you to implement this, but it is your responsibility to implement based on your organization's requirements. This is where the shared responsibility model comes to play. Therefore, AWS is responsible of the cloud, but it is your responsibility to use those services to run your application and protect your customer data. Therefore, you're responsible in the cloud. We can create AWS accounts and organizations via a service called AWS Organizations. We have you as the IT leader that creates what is called a root account. This account is the master account. AWS recommends not working out of this account and to keep this account safeguarded, since as a master account, by default, it has all permissions. It is recommended that you create other accounts to operate out of. A typical business might create a production account and development account for their application. There could be other accounts that they create as well. This is how you organize and protect your accounts from potential threats, and you can do all of this through AWS Organizations. With AWS Organizations, you can centrally manage and organize your AWS accounts. You can also group your accounts into hierarchies. You do this by adding an organizational unit. As an example, say you had two production accounts, Prod A and Prod B. You can have an organizational unit called Prod Organizational Unit that the Prod A and Prod B accounts are organized under. You can also create service control policies. These are policies that create the maximum permissions to determine what AWS services a user can or cannot use. You can apply these at the root account, organizational unit, or individual accounts. Permissions at the higher level are trickled down. Lastly, you can consolidate your account billing with AWS Organization. You can build all of this yourself or leverage AWS Control Tower. With AWS Control Tower, you can deploy your multi-account structure in one click, and it automatically implements AWS best practices for your organization. You can also enable pre-built guardrails to manage your account. Think of this as a starter pack for your organization. Thank you for your support. For the full course slides, practice exam, and labs, please visit our website at hivetechcorp.com. For feedback, questions, and comments, please message me at info@hivetechcorp.com. See you in the next section.